seen that many turkeys in one spot.
A monster. That's 3 deer in 3 days, baby. Hell yeah.
So I just kind of put the pole right in the middle.
Yep.
Alright, so we're about 2 to 3 miles back into this wilderness area, and I'm all soaked in sweat, so I only brought one shirt, which I was wearing. So I'm just going skins, get a little suntan, but yeah, gonna set up camp right here, and we can't see like the glassing knob that we've been glassing on into this wilderness area. We can't even see it from here, so that's good. You know, a deer could be living down in this area and we don't even see it. So that's kind of the goal.
Yeah, it means if anyone's been up on that knob looking for deer, hopefully they haven't seen them.
So yeah, we're probably 2 to 3 miles back in here, and by coming back in that far, it puts us about right in the middle of the wilderness area. So if we go up and over the ridge, we can glass quite a ways over to the west and to the other side of the wilderness area, but we're probably gonna spend some time hiking up to the north and to the south of here. So see what we can find. It's not looking very promising, you know, hiking 2 to 3 miles back in here. We didn't cut any tracks on the way in, so it just rained, and everything was super muddy because it rained for a couple days, and there are no fresh tracks in the dirt and in the mud.
Yeah, and the dirt here is super soft too, so even if it was dry, you know, you'd still see some tracks, so kind of discouraging.
Yeah, doesn't look great, but we're back in here. We're gonna give it a good effort while we're here. You know, keep trying everything we can. So.
Fuck, this is even bending it. Well, that one was also already bent.
It's already bent. That's the already bent one.
Oh.
There we go. There we go. Alright, we're heading out for the afternoon, and gonna go do some hiking and glassing back in this wilderness area. There's already some pockets here from camp where we have the tent set up that you can't see from any road, so that's good. But again, haven't seen any signs, so haven't seen any tracks, haven't seen any shit or anything like that, so we'll see. See what we can find.
Look at that sinkhole, guys. You probably can't even see the bottom. It's crazy.
Just got up to the glassing knob just for the evening and getting set up. We're able to see a few little pockets in here that you can't even see from the road. So we're not going to be watching as big of an area, but we'll be watching a few smaller areas really closely. So hopefully something comes out. Alright, so first afternoon and evening back in the wilderness area, we didn't see anything, so just gonna make our way back to camp. Gonna go and enjoy dehydrated meal and do it again tomorrow. But you know, we hiked out the ridge, you know, south of where we're camped. Tomorrow morning we'll probably, you know, hike to the north of where we're camped at and just kind of work this area of the wilderness area. But just not very many deer out here at all. You know, there's the one spot where we've seen that small buck and seen some does, but there was, in that same morning that we were seeing a bunch of does, we also saw 4 other hunting parties hunting it, plus ourselves. So like that place is being hammered. So I think that there's just does there at this point. So I don't know where there's any bucks in this unit. I don't have a clue. We're gonna make our way back to camp before it gets dark on us.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're out for the afternoon, set up to do some glassing. We're all the way up at the north now to where we can see like the north end of the wilderness area. But you know, we hiked a couple miles up here from camp and didn't see any fresh tracks, no fresh sign, nothing like that. So I don't know if most of the deer come in here during the winter time and migrate in here. From things I read, it's not a migratory unit. You know, the deer pretty much just stay down in this area of Wyoming during all times of the year. So from what I read, it's not a migratory unit, but I don't know. Just not much alive down here. It's pretty barren. And you know, I'm all for, you know, keep hunting, keep pushing till the last day, but we are not seeing anything, so I don't think we're gonna stay here a whole lot longer. We've been all over this unit, we've gone all over the place, just have not seen very much at all. And usually, like, if I come scout an area around where I live and I see something like this, just no sign, little to no deer, I'm out of there. I won't hunt that area. I won't stay in that area. I won't apply for that area, whatever it might be. But, you know, we can hunt. This unit's really large. We've been across a lot of it in the last 10 days. Usually glassing a different spot every day. And just haven't seen a whole lot. So, you know, the areas I like to go hunt, you know, I'm hiking in and I'm bumping deer. I'm seeing deer tracks and deer sign. You know, in a low saddle, you ought to see some deer tracks, or following a game trail, you ought to see some deer tracks in it. And out here, there's just none of that. Yep. So, anyways, we're out here. We're looking for them. But I'm about done. I'm not much of one for giving in, you know. I'm all for a tough hunt or lower success rate hunt, you know. But man, when you're just not seeing anything day after day after day, not just not seeing animals, you're not seeing any sign of animals or anything. I don't know. I think it's about time to be done here. We're gonna look at it this evening and again tomorrow morning, because our camp is back here in this wilderness area. But we'll probably be packing it home pretty soon.
Yep. So we're in the wilderness study area right now. These guys on a blue, gray, and black side by side are driving around illegally. So yeah, he's probably turning around because he realized he f***ed up. He's like, uh-oh, I got caught.
I don't see a license plate on it.
Yeah, sometimes they don't have them.
Alright, so we just made it back to the truck. We packed out of this wilderness area. Turns out some dude drove up on a side-by-side, which we saw this 2-track going right through the middle of this wilderness area. up here in Wyoming. Saw this guy driving this morning right through the middle of this wilderness area, which I don't know whether it's an open or closed road, really, but I figured since it's a wilderness area, it's probably closed. So we called the Fish and Game. We called the game warden and reported it, and he said he'd look into it. So who knows? But it's so discouraging. We packed in, 2 to 3 miles, set up camp, and here comes a guy driving up on a side-by-side.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were trying to get away from.
Yeah. So didn't see any deer sign, no deer tracks, nothing back in there. And there's the one spot out here that we found, a group of does, and then before the season even started, several days before it started, we saw one small buck. Then we went back and hunted that area. We saw some does. Like after the season started, we went back and hunted the area. That's when we saw the does. Never saw that little buck again. But there was four other groups other than us hunting that drainage. So we were the 5th hunting party hunting that drainage in one morning. So it's like, if that little buck's still there, he probably got shot, I don't know, but we haven't. Braden thought he heard one gunshot out here. I haven't heard any gunshots out here, so I don't know where the deer are. We've been out here for 12 days or something like that now. I don't even remember, something like that. But we're gonna pack it up. We're gonna head home. We have other things we can go and do other than just staring at empty hillsides. So I'm not much of one for giving up and throwing in the towel, but it's like, if I were seeing deer or maybe seeing small bucks, I'd keep pushing and keep hunting, looking for a better buck. But we're not even seeing deer. I don't even know where to go out here. We've been all over this whole unit. To me, it's not worth staying. Rather go home and see my wife and go get ready for the next hunt. Yeah, so that's the plan. Gonna pack it up, head back home, drive back home. So Wyoming didn't work out for us this time. We'll be back for sure. Gonna save up a few more points, get a better unit.
Yeah, definitely not gonna be back here.
Definitely not coming back here. If anyone wants to know where we were at or wants some waypoints, just DM us. You can have it.
This area's all yours.
Yeah, it's terrible. So anyhow, packing up and getting out of here. That's about it.
See you guys on the next hunt.